Well, we have a split weekend of weather. Today is fine. Really, a lot of us getting a dry day, but overnight, some showers start to work in, and that'll set up a pretty damp Easter, especially the morning hours look to be particularly wet into midday, and maybe some breaks in the rain later tomorrow afternoon. A lot of clouds out there this morning, but we should expect some sunshine today, as the temperatures are actually pretty mild out there for early April. There is a front off to our west. Look at all of the rain and thunderstorms from Chicago down through portions of the Plain States. And there's actually some snow on the northern edge of this system up through North Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan. We are going to miss out on the wintry part of this system for the most part. A lot of us wind up with just plain rain out of this. And some of these showers may even move in as early as 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So the evening could be damp, especially central and northern New Hampshire. See this pink color here? There actually may be a little touch of freezing rain and wintry mix up north overnight. So it's possible there could be some slick spots near and north of Route 302 by early tomorrow morning for much of central and southern New Hampshire. It's just some chilly off and on rain showers through much of early Sunday morning. So sunrise services on Easter likely to be impacted by some wet weather at times. Here's the main event here, this front that crosses through the state late morning and midday with some steady rain, perhaps an embedded downpour or two. And then notice how the showers early tomorrow afternoon tend to break apart a little bit and are mainly confined to southern New Hampshire. Should have some dry hours, especially in the northern half of the state later tomorrow afternoon, and all of us dry out by tomorrow evening. With the clouds and the rain, the temperature is initially quite chilly, but once the showers taper a bit in the afternoon, a few of us will climb into the lower half of the 50s. It's really a nuisance rainfall here, not concerned about river flooding or anything like that. A lot of towns pick up anywhere from about maybe 1 or 2/10 of an inch of rain far south to as much as a ½ inch of rain up north. Again, initially there may be some slick spots where there's a winter weather advisory over Coos County. Yeah, there could be some icy travel. Anything untreated could be a bit slick through about mid-morning tomorrow. Let's talk temperatures now, because those are going to undergo some big changes in the next couple of days. We briefly touched the 60s in Manchester yesterday, and we're really not far from that right now. It's 56 degrees. Portsmouth sitting in the mid-50s as well, but notice the cooler air to the north and certainly to the east of us, the air quite chilly over the Gulf of Maine, and that's what will be backing in off the coastline. So around lunchtime, we touch the 50s again, and then look at what happens later on today. The wind direction especially important here, coming in out of the east, and that's going to help to bring in that cooler and more marine air mass. That breeze will be quite chilly later on today, and by this evening, especially closer to sunset, a few spots will likely be back in the 30s. So falling temperatures despite some sunshine today. Clouds and showers make for a damp Easter here in New Hampshire. The breeze kicks up again on Monday. Could be a mountain flurry or two. Otherwise, some partial sun to start next week with more rain and snow showers later Tuesday.